to me.
All right, you're welcome back to your favorite program, X-Ray. Remember, X-Ray is that socio-political and economic program that helps to talk about topical trending issues. Well, we like to deal with the very serious stuff from Monday to Friday, and on Saturday we take a chill pill. It's not like what we're talking about is not serious. It's just that it's more social. And today we're going to be talking about something very important, something that has been in our conversation, been in our minds for a long time, but nobody has been able to push the conversation forward. Today we're going to be talking largely about human rights, and remember, that's what we stand for. We are redefining broadcasting. That's what we do. So today we're talking about whether should tradition, culture, religion impede anyone's fundamental right to happiness? That's a question right there. For example, in a situation where a woman marries a traditional ruler and they divorce, does the woman not have the right to move on with her life? Does the woman not have her right to remarry? Does the woman not also have her right to be with him, just do whatever she wants to do? Because number one, the major conversation there is that they are divorced. Is there a traditional or local timeline that changes this, Majid? First conversation.
Well, I don't think a traditional ruler is just like every other person. He's a human being. He's a man, and if his divorced spouse or his former wife decides to move on with her life by either marrying somebody else, I do not think it is right for any culture to prevent her from doing so. In fact, for me, it's even a violation of a fundamental human right. And any culture, religion, tradition, or any other such factors that actually impedes on any individual's fundamental human right to associate freely, for me, should be discouraged. Yes. Okay,
we're going to open the phone lines strictly on that one. Let's talk about the second example. For me, I brought two examples up to talk about this. Should culture, religion, or tradition stop a young man from marrying a far older woman, whether of the same nationality or not, seeing as we have a rising trend of, it's like a mad rush really, of young men right now going to marry foreign women for green card or for, I don't know. I started to have a conversation with Majid and Mr. Ali Hakim, my head of news. I actually I wondered why he's not here, because he's supposed to have a conversation on this, and why a 70 or more than 70-year-old woman from another country, mostly white women, they would be happy to marry a 21 to 23, 25-year-old Nigerian guy, knowing fully well, it's not like they're deceived, knowing fully well that it's just for the purpose of green card.
Well, Tracy, the mad rush is because the mad rush, as you described it, is simply because the women are probably madly in love with the young lovers to the extent that they are willing to even overlook the fact that probably the marriage might be a predatory one, might be one of convenience, might be for economic reasons. But the fact is they're in love with this person and they are willing to take the risk, and probably maybe with the hope that maybe when they get into the marriage proper, who knows, it might just endure beyond the green cards. And similarly, just as I told you earlier about the issue of culture and tradition preventing somebody who married a traditional ruler from remarrying, I do not think that this, for me, is not a problem, and I do not see it as anything wrong. It's right. It's marriage. It's marriage, and race, age, religion, nationality shouldn't be a stumbling block, from people getting married.
Saying that you believe in the conversation that an older woman of more than 70 should be able to marry, or should marry, a young boy of 23 or 25.
There's nothing absolute. In fact, there's nothing wrong. And let me tell you, it's not only restricted to foreign nationals. Even within Nigeria here, there are cases of elderly women, maybe widows, probably divorcees, that find comfort and love in the arms of younger men. And some of these younger men also actually genuinely even love them. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it, absolutely.
Majid. Majid.
Wallahi, nothing
Well,
wrong.
traditional critics are bound to say that a traditional ruler's wife,
Yes.
in quotes, has there were things that were done before she got married to the traditional ruler, and then after divorce, she still has to perform some of these rites before she is okay, or it is fine for her to be with another man.
No, you see, in every form of a marriage, be it customary, religious, court marriages, whatever, there are processes of divorce as much as there are processes also leading to marriage. So the processes leading to divorce and marriage in either of these cases are quite peculiar and different from each other. So whatever processes that are needed to completely free her of her past marriage should be done as well, since she also did same while entering the marriage. So it for me is a part. What should be wrong
So she
here?
cannot decide to just stand up and walk away. I mean, they are declared legally they're divorced.
But they married in a traditional setting. She went into it willingly. Do you know what I'm trying to say? What would be wrong here is if the traditional institutions concerned here in this case are unwilling or are reluctant to carry out the cleansing rites or the disengagement rites according to her wishes.
Can
to
you
free
not
her.
choose? Should you not be able to choose whether you want to be bound by the traditional?
She has the
law?
right to be choose. She has the right to choose. But we've not heard of a complaint from anybody anyway that such rights are preventing them from moving on with their life. So we cannot. But at this point, all we can say is, look, if you believe in the traditional religion, African religion, and you went to marriage under customary laws guiding the traditional religious institution, it's also expected that if you're leaving the marriage, you simply carry out the rights. I don't think they're harmful.
Well, no, I don't. Whether when you entered, you agreed to it, and when you're leaving, you agreed to it. Does it necessarily mean that you have to also agree with it when you're leaving?
What I'm saying here is this. In this case, what would be wrong, what would be absolutely wrong, is for the same people who conducted the marriage to refuse, for purposes of actually punishing her maybe, to carry out the requirements of divorce in this,
No,
in this
but
case.
As a radio station that
Yeah.
that supports the fundamental human rights,
Yes.
her choice to decide to whether go on with the traditional rights or not, shouldn't that be respected?
We don't know her choice yet. She might just even choose to respect what she actually entered into willingly. So that's why I said we don't know her choice. She has not complained. Nobody has complained to us officially that they've been prevented.
Look at our question here.
Yeah.
I'm saying, should culture, religion impede? So we're supposing right here to say, in the case that she does not want to go through the traditional,
That if you are presupposing that
Yeah,
she does
presupposing
not
that-
want to,
that's why I
it
said
doesn't.
in the
It
case.
doesn't. It's not supposed to prevent her from moving on. But we do not know. It depends on the parties concerned. What I'm saying is, culture. Some people willingly subscribe to culture. Some people willingly submit to religious dictates. It's part of their freedom or their human fundamental human rights to subscribe to whatever they feel is best for them. So in this case, we've not had. There's no complaint yet of anybody feeling their rights are being infringed upon by this traditional requirement. So until such a time, we will treat it on its merit. But as of today, what we can establish is, look, do not, because of other motives, prevent somebody from leaving a marriage. Once both parties agree to dissolve the marriage, simply with dispatch, immediately within 24 hours, carry out the rights that frees her from the marriage she entered into through the same process.
All
As
right,
simple
let's
as
not
that.
just listen to Majid alone. I know that a lot of people will have, I know that you specifically have a different opinion. Let's call the number 081 89 99 1011. We'll take the number one more time, 081 89 99 1011. We'll take a short break, and when we come back from this conversation, we will continue with the talk.
Your right, my right, our right. Everybody's right is protected. Human Rights Radio 101.1, redefining broadcasting.
This is Human Rights Radio 101.1, redefining broadcasting.
All right, welcome back to X-Ray. We are talking about whether tradition, culture, religion should impede anyone's fundamental right to happiness. And we have said you can call us, you can follow us on Facebook at Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM or on Twitter at HRights Radio. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hi, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Famous Darlington.
Famous Darlington.
Yes.
Are you bang da da bang?
Huh?
Don't worry, it's just a joke now. You know Darlington now, the guy that is the energy god.
No, I am not.
Mm-hmm. Okay, talk to me.
Yes, from what they are just saying, the truth is that the time has passed when people will use, especially men, will use this kind of thing to intimidate people. The first time is when a woman wants to marry a man, two of them agreed. And now they have decided to part. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that can stop the woman from going the way she wants to go. Because the man himself has decided to start sleeping with the other woman. So I believe that nothing should stop anybody from being free.
I don't understand.
Thank you very much.
The man has decided to sleep with another woman. Which man?
Of course, he got married.
Which man is that?
I'm talking about, there are some recent thing I had.
Where? Which was the recent thing?
Eh?
What's the recent case, my dear? Talk
Should,
to me.
should I mention the name?
Yes.
Okay, Oni of Ife.
Okay.
Yes, when I had it, I used to follow it in Facebook. They say if she sleeps, that the person will die. It's wrong.
But is it the Oni that said it, or who said it?
No, it says the chief in charge of installation of the kinship.
Okay.
That any man that will sleep with the woman will die. To me, that is just mere threat. If that woman believes in God and pray, she can get married since the man is getting married to another woman.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, Famous Darlington. Well, Majid, you have your number one case. Hello?
Good morning, madam.
Good morning. Can you turn down the volume of your radio set or walk away from it?
Okay, let me turn down.
Thank you, sir.
You know this we are talking about.
Walk away from your radio.
Okay. Let me do it. Yeah.
When you turn off your radio station, call us back. Your radio. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hello. Good morning.
My name is.
I can't hear you, sir.
I said my name is.
Your name is?
Malam Hassan.
Malam Hassan. All right, Malam Hassan, talk to me.
Yes.
Eh?
Are you hearing me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I you about.
Hello? Malam Hassan, your call is breaking.
I said I want.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, hi, good morning. What's your name? Hello?
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm very fine, sir. What's your name, sir?
My name is Chief Ogadimma.
Chief Ogadimma.
Yeah.
All right, Chief Ogadimma. Where are you calling me from?
I'm calling from Asoko.
Chief Ogadimma. Why you talk to me now?
Hello?
I can hear you, sir. Hello? Network should not conspire today.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, ma. What's your name?
My name is Victory.
Victory.
Yes.
All right, Victory, where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from Abuja.
Where in Abuja?
Buhari precisely.
All right, Victory, talk to me.
I want to talk about the issue of tradition and religion when it comes to marriage. All right. you see, religion and tradition should not be mumbled together.
Mm-hmm.
When you enter into a marriage, marriage is a contract,
Mm.
whether in traditional or under the religion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a situation whereby a woman enters into a marriage under the traditional law,
Mm.
you are impliedly conceding yourself to the right in that particular tradition. So, under the law, you are getting married under the law. You want to divorce, they tell you to go to court to get your marriage divorce certificate. The same thing will apply to someone that conducts marriage under the traditional law.
Mm.
You have to go back and perform what you have to, the right that induct into that particular marriage before you can be free totally. I have a cousin who got married to one over in the Yoruba land.
Mm-hmm.
When she was tired of the marriage, she left. They called her, they pleaded with her, come and release yourself from the oath that you have taken, the rights that you have taken, because you find out that even when they want to get married, there are some things they will take them to the inner room with the husband. They will never come back to tell you that this is what they did inside the inner room. Now when she left on her own, the man that was coming after her to marry her, suddenly this man died.
Okay.
Another person came, died. That was when they told her to go back.
Okay.
She went back and performed that, and she's happily married now in the US.
Okay, can I ask you a question, Victory?
Yeah.
Okay, my question, or rather our question is, in the case of this your cousin,
Yes.
shouldn't she have a choice whether she wants to be governed by the traditional right or the traditional law at any point in time?
Yes, she has that right.
Thank you.
But you know, this love that we are talking about, when you are blended with love, anything they tell you, you will go by it.
When you are blended
Are you
with what?
getting it? When you are blinded with love,
Okay.
yes, anything they tell you to do, you will do it, because why you love the person unconditionally.
See my
So
question. Because she did it when she was entering, doesn't she have a choice not to do it again as she's going out?
If that's why she's tired of saying, okay, I want to go out, I'm tired of this tradition.
That's what I'm saying now. Should
once
she?
you earth, you have to give it back.
You have to give it back.
Yes.
Okay, Victory. Thank you so much.
All right.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
What's your name, sir?
I'm Peter from Life.
Can you turn down the volume of your radio set?
All right.
Have you done it?
I've done it.
I can still hear myself.
Okay, I want to comment on you.
You want?
God.
Yes, but I don't know what's your name.
Peter, coming from Life.
All right, Peter, talk to me.
You know, there are some cultures that are no good. There are some cultures that are outdated. You know, where I start in Lagos, there's this tradition called Uru. They do it once in a year, of which anybody that comes out, especially foreigner, that person will be killed. You know, there's no culture worth taking a human life. And I advise government should intervene. There are some cultures that should be abolished. Hello?
I'm listening to you.
I hope I'm making points, right?
Yes, you are. You are saying something.
Okay, there are some cultures that should be cut off. Any culture that wants to give human life is not good.
All right, Peter. Thank you so much. Hello? Hello? Okay. Majid, now you have a case.
Well, was it Victoria I called?
Victory.
Victory.
Yes.
What Victory was trying to explain, and I think she's right under the circumstance. Look, I told you earlier.
It's her opinion. We cannot decipher whether she is right. It's her opinion.
Within this context, I'm saying I agree.
Okay, you agree
with her because we have different types of marriage institutions. You have traditional, we have Western, you have religious, you have Islamic, you have Christian, you have different types. They all have their rules of engagement, both entry and exit.
Let me take this call. We'll get back to that conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Jimo Aneko Adams.
Your name is Jimo.
Jimo Aneko.
Jimo Aneko Adams.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Where are you calling us from, Jimo?
I'm calling you from Abuja. I'm in Abuja.
We're in Abuja now.
Life camp.
All right, talk to me, Jimo.
Yeah, all this work we hear about, all our elders, right, cause all this kind of things.
Okay, our elders caused the problem.
Huh?
You say our elders caused the problem.
Yeah. All
Okay.
our elders. Nothing concerning government. You understand me? So nothing concerning government. For example, now, the way you hold your house, that's who your house will be. There's anything where God knows, like, we will do woman to be free, and that is why we do that thing with this world now. And if you check this world now, the world don't change. The world don't change. What will we? Hello.
We lost that call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is
Abu?
Yes, Abu Rasaki
Abu Rasaki. Oh, Abu, where are you calling us from?
from Area 1.
Abu, talk to me.
You know this traditional, there's a traditional will be permanent for the family. Whether you do something or you don't do something, the juju is going to catch you. There's a matter where we say the woman he go in pregnancy. No hospital where they no carry and go until he confess. Say so for the so until he confess finish. If you not confess finish, he go die with that belly.
Rasaki.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Andrew. I'm calling from Masaka.
All right, Andrew, talk to me.
My contribution there is that there is some traditional marriage that we go in. There is something that we do before you get married without a traditional ruler. So if there is let's say they are divorcing you, there is some cleansing that we take, they will perform to free the woman, so that the woman can be able to marry anybody that she wishes to. So, but if there is nothing like that, so the woman is free to marry anybody. And you know that after a traditional ruler divorce you, you have no business with them in that man's house or in that community. You cannot perform anything there as a queen or any title you was holding.
Okay, Andrew, thank you so much for that.
And another thing, in the 71-year-old woman to marry a 23-year-old man, let me say boy, is not a right thing. Okay, let's say a woman is 71 years and a boy is 22 years or 1 year. How estimate how long are they going to stay in the marriage before the woman will be late?
But don't you think it is choice here, choice that matters, happiness?
Some people do that because of money or anything, but it is not the right thing. How can I be 23 years old guy and go to marry a 70-something year old woman?
Who decides what is right in this matter?
Is that?
That's what I'm saying. In cases of marriage, who decides what is right in this matter? Two of them are consenting adults that married each other.
Some people say that love is blind. See, this word should not deceive us. This word should not deceive us, because
Andrew, thank you so much for. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. What's your name? Where you calling us from?
My name is
Your name is
I'm calling from
Felix.
Philip.
Philip.
Yeah.
All right, Philip. Where you calling from?
I told you from
Eh?
Apple.
All right, Apo. Talk to me, Philip.
Why is it?
Is your phone? Is your radio set?
No, my radio is
Then I don't know. Maybe you need to move around where you are.
okay. You see, as for me, we don't need to people's tradition or custom. Yeah, okay. So what is like in my area?
Philip,
Yeah.
you know what you do for me?
Yes, I'll call.
Yes, call me back. I have I'll be looking forward to your conversation. Hello.
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 Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Ellie.
Your name is
Ellie.
Ellie.
Yes.
All right, Ellie. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Lagos Junction.
All right, Ellie. Talk to me.
Yeah, so concerning this here is that we are not advising people to force themselves because the woman or the man has the right to go ahead with their life. It's true that yes, they divorce, she can go ahead and marry another person. But for me, you have already taken the house, so why not decide together and even not because of the problem or the concrete reason that makes you people to divorce together. You know, if you see a bride and a groom living peacefully together, one person must have patience. You know, both you cannot please each other.
All right, Ellie. Thank you
You
so much.
understand, no?
I understand that. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hi. Welcome back.
Oh, I think it's better now.
Yes, this one is better, Philip. Talk to me.
Yeah. You see, as for my own belief of my religion, divorce is not acceptable. You understand?
Divorce is not accepted.
Because the only condition that makes one to put away a wife or to encourage divorce when it has to do with adultery. That is the biblical. So once you have entered into marriage for life, so whatever it will take to cement relationship, we'll have to do it. That's right. Then there is this issue of culture, or a custom. Some custom, you know, a woman, a married woman cannot go out and have an affair and then come back to the house. It's not done. There's implication. Except maybe the husband decides to forgive her and then they go for cleansing. Then that marriage cannot stand. Hi.
I'm listening.
So,
Don't worry, we'll manage it.
Hello?
I'm hearing you, my dear.
Yeah, then when we come to the issue of a 70-year-old woman marrying a man of 26, to some extent to me, I look at it as a grade.
I say
You
what?
understand? Because most of them are Nigerians. Even in our country, can they do that? How many of them will be ready to marry a woman of 70 years? Then when they go abroad, they enslave themselves.
But let me ask you a question, Philip. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Our question now is on fundamental human rights. As a person, are you not allowed to choose what race, tribe, age that you want to marry?
No, you can marry from anywhere.
So an opinion that says, "Oh, you're not supposed to," or this is slavery. Is it not against the human rights of that person?
You see, for me, what we need to do is to be open to each other. If I'm married from a different tribe, I have to tell my partner that this is what is sustainable in my faith. If she agrees to abide by it, then we'll go into the marriage.
That's what I'm saying.
Then we have to pass through it.
In these two cases, one of the marriage, yeah, even if the woman goes into the marriage accepting that she was going to be bound by the traditional rights, and then she chooses on the divorce that she doesn't want to be bound by it, should she not be allowed to, move on with her life? Should she not be allowed to live out her choice?
No, nobody force one another in terms of in marriage. If you want to walk away, she's free to walk away.
Yes, that's what we're asking. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Philip. All right, one more call before we go for a break. Hello? 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 Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Innocent from One Man's Village.
Innocent from One Man's Village. Innocent, talk to me.
Thank you. In terms of human rights and tradition about marriage or about the marriage of that because of that woman, I concern all the people. If tradition of men and the tradition of God, whenever they come together, it's your duty as a human being created by God to make your choice. For example, you are not a Christian and you are bound by a particular tradition or marriage or whatever or condition or situation. What do? You look unto God. Because Jesus Christ says in the book of Matthew, 11, verse 28.
But Innocent, Innocent, hold on. We're not trying to. We're not talking about it per a particular religion. Look at my conversation. Should there be any circumstance, where the right of a person to their happiness is impeded? Should there be, no matter the tradition or the religion or the culture, should there be any circumstance where I don't have a right to decide anyway, I am done, and as long as I am divorced, I can just walk away however I want to walk away. I don't want to be bound by any tradition or any culture or anything. That's our question.
Thank you. I don't know that. That's what I want to explain. Listen to me. You have rights based on what you are bound for. Maybe you came into that marriage through Christianity, Christian way, or through traditional way. That's why I say the situation, I'm just using this word to help many other nationals. Maybe in such case, you cannot help yourself. Human rights cannot help you. God, like those people that came into marriage through court order or city or whatever, you look unto God.
No, but look at the conversation. We're not bringing. See, you're trying to make this about religion.
I want to summarize. Hello?
I'm listening.
It is expected that all souls should come to God. So if you are being molested or being bound by whatever tradition, if you cannot help yourself, look unto God. That's the area.
All right. That's enough of the calls for now. Before we go for a break, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with X-Ray.
Your right, my right, our right. Everybody's right is protected. Human Rights Radio 101.1, redefining broadcasting.
It is Leka, Pulchritudinous, Splendiferous, and Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious to be here. Before I explode from the grandiloquence and the circumambiguous magniloquence of my academic and intellectual reservoir, let me say, life is fluxinausinihilipilificating without human rights. And life is honorific habilitudinitatibus when you know your fundamental human rights. I am the man with the taxonomic nomenclature appellation, Father the Grammarian. I am here in Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM Abuja. My people, what did I try talk be say? It could make we know our human rights.
The voice of the voiceless.
I am Father the Grammarian at the Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM Abuja. No change the dialogue.
Welcome back to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. Majid has been getting ready to attack. Majid has been getting ready to box. Majid has been getting ready, but don't worry, Majid, you have your time. So I need to remind My listener, about the conversation, we are asking, should tradition, culture, religion impede anyone's fundamental right to happiness? For example, in a situation where a woman marries a traditional ruler and they divorce, does she not have the right to move on with her life? And also another situation where a young man is marrying a far older woman, whether of the same nationality or not. Should culture, religion, tradition stop him? Do they not have the right to choose? That is my conversation right here on X-Ray, on Human Rights Radio. Majid, you've listened to famous Darlington, Peter, Jimo, Abu Rasaki, Andrew, and even my friend Philip, talk about how in the sanctity of choice and right, religion, culture does not make a play.
Voluntary subscription to any of this is also part of fundamental human rights.
But that's what I'm trying to say, that in the event that the person voluntarily subscribed to it initially,
yes,
and decides that he or she doesn't want to be a part of it, should they be held?
It's not controvertible. We have said it is within the person's human rights.
Okay.
To say, okay, I'm a Christian today. Okay. I can change to a Muslim the very next minute. It's my human
All right,
right.
Let's bring it home. In the case of the Oni,
yes,
and his wife,
yes,
they have divorced.
Yes.
And they say no. Any man who goes to meet Queen Wuraola will die.
And we are saying,
which means that Queen Wuraola does not have the right to just go on and move on with her life.
No, that statement does not yet impede on her fundamental human rights. You know why? Wuraola has not said she's not, or she has decided to change the rules of engagement from what it was when she was entering this marriage to, hey, even though I entered this marriage as a traditional right, that is, I entered this marriage through traditional rights. But at this point of exit, I don't think I want to go through the...
I'm not asking what she has answered by that statement. By that statement, hold on, Majid, hold on. By that statement, you are saying every other man who is interested in her is bound to die. No. Until she comes to these traditional rights.
That is.
Now you have, because no man will go to her now.
Tracy, she's not complaining.
Hold on. No, there's no complaining. Well, we're using her as an example. So leave the Queen Wuraola now. So for any woman who is in that situation, you're saying, when you say that until you go back and subject yourself to this traditional right.
Can I come in?
I'm coming. I will give you time. That until you go back and subject yourself to traditional right, you don't have the right or the choice to carry on your life normally.
Tracy, can I come in here?
Yes, please come in.
Thank you very much. I've told you this. All types of marriages.
I like your face. I like your face.
All systems, all category, all be it customary, Islamic, Christian, have their rules of engagement and the point of entry and exit. They do. In this case, Wuraola, as it is today, as far as we know, entered this marriage through the traditional Yoruba system.
And we don't know whether she agreed with or she was forced to it.
No, she entered willingly.
How do you know it was willingly? Were you there?
She didn't say she was forced.
She also did not say she was
No.
entered it willingly.
She's an adult. She's been married twice.
Have adults not been known to be coerced?
No. She's above the age of consent. So
haven't people been coerced or been made to do something under duress?
Who is above, Trace, let us not divert from.
No. I want us to look at it from all angles, Majid. Are you trying to say that adults? She also did not say she went into it.
Because she went into it, and that means she went into it.
No. I want us to understand something. Just because a woman has not screamed and said, "Oh, there's violence going on in my home," does not mean that there's no violence going on in her home.
We don't know.
I'm asking a question. Does it mean that?
We are dealing with facts of what we know.
So don't say it is voluntary, because she hasn't said that it was voluntary.
She has not told us she was coerced. So marriage is a voluntary union.
So what we should just say is that she went into it.
Marriage is a voluntary union between two adults.
Nope. There have been marriages where the women or the men were coerced into marriage
in this
under
case,
duress.
So far as we do not have facts contrary, it is marriage and it is voluntary.
We also don't have a fact that is proving that it was voluntarily.
Because it's marriage. That's the fact. That's the fact available.
No.
They were married.
Because it is marriage does not mean or does not assure that it was either coerced or voluntary.
That you do not have evidence to the contrary means it's marriage. It's what it is, marriage, voluntary union.
No, you can't say voluntary now. What we should agree on is that they
Can
married.
we go to the substance of your initial
No,
question?
because if you say voluntary, then we start to speak for her to say, oh, that's the reason that she voluntarily entered. No, look at this conversation. What we agree on is that she married.
But what is marriage?
She married.
What's marriage?
It is supposed to be.
It is
supposed to be
very good.
Consensual.
Voluntary.
Voluntary.
Now, she has not told us she involuntarily entered. So we take it for granted that it is voluntary.
Us, no, you cannot do that. You can't make that choice for her. If she comes out tomorrow and says that it's involuntary,
until she does that, let us stick with what's available in the public space.
Majid,
and leave speculations now.
Just continue. Leave the voluntary out of it. Leave the voluntary out of it, Majid.
On this issue of the divorce rights of a traditional ruler, now, it is only an infringement on her fundamental human right if she's no longer a subscriber to that belief system. Like in Islamic marriage, when you divorce your wife, there is a waiting period within which a woman cannot remarry. Even though if she disobeys, it does not attract death in this case. But everybody have their own little conditions of divorce. Fine. Now, this is their own. Now, it becomes an infringement of your human rights if at this point, as the constitution guarantees you, you no longer subscribe to this system. Even at this point, you are free to do so. However, the consequence of disobeying the cleansing right or disavowing the cleansing right, according to those who made the statement, is death on somebody who actually have anything to do with the former queen. Now, you know, these are intangible things, these are beliefs, these are things that have to do with belief. Whereas, Allah's right, it is to say, look, I do not believe in this thing anymore, even though I entered it through this method, I'm living. Hey, in the name of God, blah, 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 I'm going ahead. And she goes ahead to marry. What I cannot guarantee, and what human rights cannot guarantee is, for those who believe, this spiritual repercussion of this action.
Majid,
like Victoria said, like
Victory, yes.
Victory said,
yes.
In her own case,
yes,
somebody was married to an Oba, but she was not fully cleansed of the marriage, whatever, rituals that she entered into. And when one or two people attempted to marry, probably they have even consummated their courtship, waiting to marry, they died in sequence, if I'm not mistaken.
How do we not know? How do we know that their death is as a result?
That's why I said what human rights cannot guarantee or cannot reveal is when the consequences, which is said to be death. So if you cross that part, human rights will be able to guarantee you that you will not die.
See where the human rights come in. What does
but it's a human right to go and climb and die, no problem.
Hold on.
It's a human right to climb and die.
Wait. Majid, wait now.
But what human right cannot guarantee.
Majid, wait. Is it human right for a person to make such statements denying another person the right to association?
Hold on,
Majid. Majid, let me finish the question now, Majid.
Okay.
Is it right for someone to make a statement? For example, let me give you an example. If I make a statement and say, anybody who gives money to Majid will go to jail.
Because he's a Muslim.
Oh,
let's assume it's against my religion.
No. Anybody who gives money to Majid will die because of what Majid entered into in the beginning.
Yes.
For when we wanted to have this deal. Now, which means nobody, you have made sure that most people will be scared to give you money. I have impeded on your right to be able to do business or collect money without you even having to say anything about it, because as a right or as consequences of what I have said, the repercussion. No. I gave you time and you spoke, Majid. You need to calm down.
Tracy, I'm angry.
Consequences. I don't know why you're angry. I'm asking a question here. My stand is the human rights stand. My stand is my radio stand.
My stand is also human rights stand, though.
No, because you're making it seem like, as long as it's voluntary, the person's right can be pleaded on.
Tracy? When you enter into the association, other marriage, religious group,
right is choice. It's my choice. It's the person's choice.
When you are entering PDP as a party, for example, when you choose to be a Muslim, for example, when you choose to be a Catholic, when you choose to be an Ifa worshipper, or whatever, or a follower, you have voluntarily and willingly sacrificed some of your fundamental human rights of absolute liberty. You are now subjected to the rules of what you have willingly entered.
Nope.
But let me finish now. Where it becomes a serious...
You keep saying, let me finish. Let me tell you why I will not be letting you finish. Because even when I am talking, you don't let me finish. You say you're angry. But now you want to talk to me, you say, let me finish, Mr. Finisher, or you're finished.
Thank you very much. I'm no more angry. No, so Tracy, this is a serious matter. Because that people should know the consequence of their... I see a lot of people on social media shouting they are looking for Uraola. Before you look for Uraola, wait. Okay. Now, Tracy, the issue is this. What would tantamount in this matter to a breach of your fundamental human right is, look, when you willingly want to leave, because you voluntarily enter. I voluntarily said, I'm no more part of this game. Under the Constitution, association is voluntary. You can enter, you can come out.
I don't like the fact that you're bandying these words voluntary. In this case, we do not know whether Urola entered into that marriage
and we are saying, because she has not said that she was coerced into it.
Which means that the only thing we are sure of is that there was a marriage.
Which is a voluntary union by its own definition.
So does it mean that the marriages that are not voluntary are not marriages?
That's a conversation for another day.
You see how you hooked, Majid?
It's a conversation for another day.
But Majid, did you see how you hooked?
You can be coerced into a voluntary union. It is still voluntary.
Majid Dahiru.
You see, you can be pushed into a voluntary
Majid,
association.
you have a personal stake in this conversation. I can see you.
Seriously.
Majid.
Look, let me warn those guys outside that are looking for Uraola.
Majid.
Your fundamental human rights.
I need to take a call, Majid. Hello, good morning. Hello. Yes, good morning, sir.
My name is Mike.
Yes, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Yeah. Talk to me.
Mike, talk to me.
The reason I call this topic, we should all remember that marriage was instituted by God Himself.
Yeah.
And it's the first institution as far as humanity is concerned.
Thank you.
And most people, like I keep saying, I have a platform. I call it Couples Clinic 7471. That majority of the marriages are breaking up today because people do not know the reasons why they say yes in the first place. Like the case of who you're talking about, or the tradition they're talking about, that if the man goes to her now, the person will die. Was she told from the beginning that that is the consequence? Although me, from my own side, God who insists marriage does not, there's no room for separation or divorce. The only room from the Christian perspective is the case of adultery. But the point is, people should know that why, who, and what marriage is before they say yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes. We should know that I have a hashtag. I call it the hashtag why we said yes. Because people, about 100%, about 90%, 95% of people who manage to break is because the couple don't know why, what, and why they say yes. That is because I made research on that. So
okay, Oga Mike.
People, yes.
Well, calm your heart down. Relax. Well, why? Let me come.
No.
So even if she was told that the consequences of another man meeting you after divorce is death, can she not choose? Can she not choose to still? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Even if she said that I know that the consequences you told me during when we started this marriage, that if after divorce another man meets me, the person will die. But I'm choosing to still go anyway. Does she not have the right to?
Well, she has the right to go. If nobody's even qualified her to say. But the issue of whether if she goes, if anyone meets her, that's why I asked. Is this something they were told? She was told from the beginning. She knows that okay, if I marry Oba and I divorce Oba and never meet me, I will die. Because, say for instance, there's another angle to it. Hello?
I'm listening.
Yes, there's another angle to it. You know, a lot of problems that arises from marriages today. For instance, some couples will not even sit down to talk about what they're expecting in the marriage, like having number of children and all of that.
Mike, let's not denigrate. Let's not go to another point. Look at my conversation. It is the fact that
this point, what I'm trying to say
she has a right to be happy. Abi?
Yes, of course.
So anything that impedes on her happiness is